Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So it's time to talk about the Galaxy Note 9 and some reasons why you probably could upgrade. Now I did make a video on why you should keep your current Galaxy Note 8 or consider buying the Galaxy Note 8 if you are in the market for a new phone or you're considering giving up your Galaxy Note 8 for the Galaxy Note 9. So let's state the obvious here. Samsung kept the iris scanner, the fingerprint reader, the IP68 rating. You used to have an S Pen. You still have all the basics of a Galaxy Note device. Wireless charging, fast charging, but they did make some minor changes to the hardware. So you now, instead of having this beautiful 6.3-inch display, you have a 6.4-inch display. So that does drop the screen resolution, just the pixels per inch, just a little bit, but I don't think you'll be able to tell. So you get a little bit bigger screen in the phone, and that is obvious. You won't even be able to tell the difference in that, more than likely, but I have to call that out. So that is a reason why you should probably lean more towards the Galaxy Note 9 if you wanted more real estate. Next, some of you guys were upset about the sound quality from the speakers on the Galaxy Note 8. So now you've got stereo speakers on the Galaxy Note 9. That's a quick, straight to the point. Let's hope that it sounds fantastic, because I actually believe that the Galaxy Note 8, while not the best sounding speaker, it is pretty loud for what it is, and it's a bottom firing speaker. So we should see how that pans out. Next reason is the battery. Now the current Galaxy Note 8 has a 3300 milliamp hour battery inside. Samsung raised that bar to 4000. Finally, we're seeing some flagships with somewhat bigger batteries in them, and 4000 milliamps means a lot, but if the phone is not optimized correctly, we won't be able to tell. So there is an upside to having a bigger battery, and Samsung finally lived up to that and giving us a 4000 milliamp hour battery inside, and that is a reason why you possibly could go ahead and just get the Galaxy Note 9. The Galaxy Note 8 did have some battery issues at the beginning, but my Galaxy Note 8 has panned out and it's working just fine with battery. I'm getting great screen on time and good standby time. But the Galaxy Note 9 should have better battery because there's 700 milliamps more. So the battery. Now the next reason is the cameras. Now currently, I think my current Galaxy Note 8 is at 1.7 aperture, but the new Galaxy Note 9 has 1.5 apertures on the rear, and it's supposed to be a heck of a lot better. We will see. You know, it records in 4K at 60 FPS, so you know me, I'm big on 4K at 60 FPS when I can use it. That is a huge plus for me. I love shooting video in 4K at 60 FPS. It's just so smooth and it just looks great. I just like it. So if you really love your cameras, the cameras on the Galaxy Note 9 is a sure upgrade from the Galaxy Note 8. How much? We don't know. But what we do know is that they are supposed to be better than the Galaxy Note 8. At least on paper, that's what it says. But we shall see once we get the Galaxy Note 9 in hand. Next is the storage options. So this is something that we've all asked for in the US. We've just, please give us more internal, please give us more internal. And Samsung was stuck on this 64 gig thing, but we do have an SD card. So with that being said, Samsung has given us more internal memory. Minimum is 128, which is what it should have been on the Note last year and probably the year before that. But 128 and 512 that's a half a terabyte. That's 512 gigabytes. That's a lot. And you get an SD card slot still. So Samsung is listening. It's taken them some years to do this. However, we do get it. So 128 or 5 gigs of storage is a huge plus. There is absolutely no reason you should run out of memory if you get either one of those, especially the 512. I mean, I have 256 gig cards. So I'll put one of those in the Galaxy Note 9. It's just gonna be crazy. There's no way I can run out of memory. You know, but let's hope that they have adaptable storage. That will be something that's really nice. They're not going to do that. That's just going to, some phones, it bogs it down, and Samsung they don't want the risk of having a slow device. TouchWiz, Samsung Experience, whatever it's called, is already can suffer from lag sometimes. So Samsung is not going to want to jeopardize that in any kind of way. So storage options are there. Now, along with storage is RAM. Now, currently I have 6 gigs of RAM in the Note 8, but there's a 8 gig version now for the Galaxy Note 9. So if that's important to you, you want the most speedy, fast, You just want the best performance possible. 8 gigs of RAM, it can help you out. I'm not saying it's going to be a savior and just save the Galaxy Note from performance issues. However, it should be a much better experience with 8 gigs of RAM. I have phones with 8 gigs of RAM and they perform great. Honestly, my 6 gig of RAM phones and 4 gig, depending on what operating system it's running, if they're running stock, they run very well with 4 gigs of RAM. But we know that Samsung has their own skin and overlay, and it's supposed to be lighter and lighter and lighter. And with 8 gigs of RAM, that is going to be a good option. And that's going to be with the 512 of memory, and then the 6 gigs is with the 128 gig model. Now, the S Pen has gotten some major overhauls. I honestly, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. I went to the Samsung website and I read all. I just couldn't sit through the event. I didn't watch it. Well, sorry, spoiler. I didn't watch the event. I decided to read the articles from Samsung. And the S Pen has gotten some major overhauls, man. I did see some demos of the Bluetooth for the S Pen. That's going to be really cool. But if you're a fan of the Note line and you don't think you're going to get any of those features with your Galaxy Note 8, I actually think that they're going to give us a surprise and give us some updates later on when they update the Galaxy Note 8 and give us as many features as they can, which would be smart because you don't want to lose long-term customers, but you do want to gain new subscribers or you want new fans to come on board and start helping you promote this very expensive product. But the S Pen has gotten some major upgrades, and I believe it has like DeX built in from what I could read on there, which is huge. So this will be a good thing. So the overall phone itself, including the S Pen, those features are going to be really, really, really exciting. So overall, folks, you're getting a little bit more. All right, guys, so to close out here, the pricing on these phones are a little expensive. $1,000 and $1,250. Now, when the Note 8 launched, when this phone launched, it launched at $950. So back then I said it wasn't worth it, and I'll repeat it again. $1,000 and $1,250, they are not worth it. I think this is obvious, but if you just have to hear me say it once again year over year, I'll say it again. I'm not encouraging you to go buy a phone for $1,000 or $1,250. Just because I do it, that doesn't mean that you have to do it. So you decide what you think is worth something, or you decide whether you think something is worth it or not. And that's your final choice, not mine. So it's your man Jay Will. The Galaxy Note 9 is here. Pre-orders are starting, and I registered for the unlocked version on the Samsung website. That is the way I choose to go. You can get it through your carrier, however you want to buy it, whatever you decide you want to do. But again, I made a video on why you should probably keep your Galaxy Note 8 or purchase the Galaxy Note 8. And here's a video I promised about the Galaxy Note 9, pointing out a few things. The Galaxy Note 9 appears to be like a really minor upgrade, but we kind of expected. We didn't expect this major overhaul, you know, so we got almost what we asked for 3 years ago. So, but anyways, your man Jay Will, did you pre-order the Galaxy Note 9, or are you going to pre-order it? Did you order it? Depending on when you're watching this video, how are you enjoying your Galaxy Note 9? I don't know. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.